Taste. Hot. Hot.
Hello, everyone. I would request everyone to please settle down. We have people online who have already joined. We will get some time to interact later on. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Silver Jubilee Annual General Meeting of the IIT Bombay Alumni Association. This meeting marks a major milestone as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the association. We have an exciting lineup of updates and announcements ahead, so I would request everyone to please take your seats to kick off the proceedings and share what is in store for us today. Please welcome the CEO of IIT Bombay Alumni Association, Ms. Dipti Datte, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 25th AGM of the IIT Bombay Alumni Association. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome you all to this special edition of the AGM. We have an exciting evening planned for you. Please allow me to unpack today's highlights. We will kick off with the Alumni Association activity presentation by AA Chairperson Advait Kurlekar, followed by the financial overview by our auditor, Mr. Pratul Dubey. This segment will be followed by the Mumbai Alumni Connect event, where we will hear from the director, Professor Kedare, and Dean ACR, Professor Bhandarkar. There will also be a Mumbai chapter activity update by one of the EC members. Special highlight of the evening will be a 5-year vision for the Alumni Association plan by our veteran alum, Mr. Kirat Patel. Most importantly, there will be a fireside chat with Mr. Ankit Mehta, CEO Idea Forge, our special guest for tonight. This evening will conclude with a networking dinner. We are looking forward to an engaging evening with all of you. Thanks for joining and welcome once again. Advait, over to you. Ratification of
Thank you, Dipti, for setting the stage and walking us through the plans. We will now move on to the ratification of the minutes of the meeting from the last AGM. We will display it on the screen. As you can see, this was shared with everyone via email on September 16, 2025. May I please have a proposer to pass the minutes? Okay. You've got that? Okay. Thank you. The minutes stand ratified. Next, I request the chairperson of the IIT Bombay Alumni Association, Mr. Advait Kurlekar, to present the overview of our key activities. And please, everyone, take a seat.
Last meeting was also incidentally on 23rd August. Last meeting was also on 23rd August. Okay. Good afternoon and good evening. I just realized that our last AGM was exactly a year ago, 23rd August, and today is also 23rd August. So, great coincidence. Okay, so I have the honor of sharing with you what all AA has been doing in the last 1 year. I know we are in August, late August, but since this is an AGM for last financial year, I will have to restrict myself to activities from 1st of April to 31st March of last financial year. For people who really don't know what AA is all about, but are, very religiously attend the AGMs, a quick AA in numbers, as I call. Alumni Association has 9 elected board members. As some of you know, every year we have elections. Sometimes 1, 2, sometimes 4 directors get elected. So every year there's an election. So it's in a way like a Rajya Sabha where some board members keep on getting elected every year and some retire. We have, or we had last year, one executive council member, EC member. These are nominated, typically slightly younger alums whom eventually we want to be on the board. And therefore, it becomes like a practice ground for them or a pipeline for them. We have 14 advisory board members. Almost all of them are ex-board members in the last so many years and are still active. And I dare say some of them are more active than some of us. And therefore, we seek their counsel off and on, depending on what the situation is, what crisis is, and what help we need. And they've been most helpful all these years to help us out. We also have 4 nominated members, which means our director, Dean ACR, Dean SA, and one more. And the SARC, the Student Alumni Relationship Committee, the OC member, these are nominated members or ex officio members. So these are there. We have close to 48,000 life members, which is a great thing to have. So thank you all the life members all over the world who have been part of Alumni Association, and a big applause to them. And there's a minor, if I use a IIT lingo, PIDLU, life membership fee of 5,000 plus tax that we get from all life members. But the best thing that I want to share, and many of you would now know, that this year we are completing officially 25 years of Alumni Association, and this is our Silver Jubilee year. And therefore, there are a whole bunch of activities that we are planning this year, and we'll talk about it. And then later today, I'll invite Kira to talk more in terms of what we want to do in terms of the next version of what Alumni Association is all about. So we have about 29 active chapters all over the world. This is only Alumni Association chapter. And there are, I think, 14 chapters in our counterpart in US, which is HF. And as you can see, many new chapters have got added in the last 1 year. All put together, over 71,000 alums of IIT Bombay, out of which 48,000 are life members. So we still have about 20-25% coverage to be covered in terms of converting alums into life members. Most of these 25,000 would be slightly senior alums of ours, because our last many years, as soon as you pass out, you directly, more often than not, you automatically become an alum or a life member. As we speak now, till today's AGM, this is what our board of directors looks like. We have 9, as I said, 9 elected board members. Many of us, like myself, have been on the board in our 5th year now, 6th year going. And then, as you will see a little later, 2 people retire or retired and will retire today. So these are the 14 advisory board members and the ex officio members that I talked about. And all the things that AA has been doing and will do, and I'll talk about what AA has been doing, cannot happen without our very, very active AA office led by Deepti here. And a big applause to Deepti and her team here for doing all the work that they do. I'll go back. Many of you had participated. I dare say many of you, because the numbers don't say many of you, but some of you had participated in the voting. And we have 2 new directors. There were 4 people who fought the elections, 2 seats vacant. So the highest 2 people got voted. So please join me in welcoming our 2 board members. If you may, please stand. Gajanan Gandhe, 86 batch, CH6, and Ajay Kumar Kunnat. I am assuming many of you know Ajay, especially in Mumbai. So both of them welcome. And a warm kind of gratitude and thanks farewell to our outgoing two directors, Devendra Agarwal and Sandeep Dandade. I don't know whether they are online here. Currently, Devendra is in Bangalore and Sandeep is based in London or UK somewhere. I mentioned about IIT Bombay, our counterpart in US, which is IIT Bombay Heritage Foundation, and we are lucky to have the current president. Come. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention. Current President Sridhar to sort of be here in person. First time, I think he's attending the AGM here. He's also on, ex officio on the board of IIT Bombay AA. Okay. Now, I mentioned that we are doing a Silver Jubilee year, 25th year this year. So, a whole bunch of activities that are planned. And I think the big change that we are trying to do is that all along, the institute or the alumni association says, as alumni, what are you doing for the institute? Now we want to reverse that, and we are saying, okay, as A, what do we want to do for alums? And the entire focus of the next 1 year is going to be all the activities are focused around alums, alum benefits, and in the upliftment and development of alums. So, typically whenever we do something like today, it's a physical AGM. So, there are about 100 people here. Voting, hardly 2,000-3,000 people out of the 47,000 live members participate. But what we want to do eventually at the end of the year is have, and we are calling it a moonshot goal because we are very low on this today, have a moonshot goal of ensuring that 25,000 unique alums actively participate in at least one activity that we are planning through the year. That is a huge goal or huge ambitious goal, and it won't happen unless all of us support each other. And that's the kind of ask that we have. And like I said, we are shifting the goalpost from, what you are doing for the institute to what AA should do for alums. So it's an alum first kind of approach that we are trying to do. Variety of things for the alum on AI and productivity in terms of Gemini and GitHub. And, I think we'll talk about it eventually a little later. There's a huge lot of activity in terms of our own professional development and continuous development in terms of Morning Context, Pact, JST or Coursera and these tie-ups that are happening. Many of you would have actively participated, at least on the WhatsApp, as far as Zopper is concerned. So many of you know what's happening in terms of, I think there are about 3,000 odd souls that have been insured now. And it's basically for alums and elderly parents less than 85 years old. And then, obviously, a lot of activities that are institute-centric for the alums, which is alumni center that eventually will come up. There is a Y-Point fund now as part of SIGN that is being funded. And then large number of activities in terms of for the faculty and the research that happens in the institute. So the whole agenda now for this year is going to be what can AA do for the benefit of alums. And that is the new focus that we want to drive in. 5 big flagship events that are planned through the year as part of our Silver Jubilee celebration. 28th November, we have a huge technology innovation kind of summit, entrepreneurship summit that is planned in Hyderabad, focusing on deep tech. Hyderabad is a hotbed for space tech, biotech, pharma. So we'll focus on those sectors. Jaipur will host us in terms of a healthcare kind of thing, health and wellness summit in December. Pune is where I come from. We are going to, is Pune people there here? Yeah, okay, yeah. So we are planning a frontier tech kind of summit sometime in Jan. The dates are still being worked out, focusing on clean energy, biomed, innovation and defense. Again, that's what Pune perhaps is known for. Sometime in Feb, we are having a only invite exclusive CEO conclave that will happen in Mumbai. And the grand finale, which is the last month in terms of our Silver Jubilee final conference in Bangalore, which will be focusing on AI, deep tech and semiconductors. That will be on 19th of June. So these are the 5 flagship events. And wherever you are, most of you are in Mumbai. So you would expect all of you to be participating in the Mumbai conference, which will happen months later. But of course, you are free to, and many of these would be hybrid events in any case. So wherever you are in any part of the world, even if you're traveling, you can attend some of these. There are other activities that are planned. variety of master classes, 4 to 5 master classes through the year, starting from October. Huge, connect with the fresh alumni, the passing out batch that we want to, that will start from September. Last many years, we are having this global unity walk. And if you see, that is not a typo of unity, it is Yun IIT walk, because it happens on 2nd of October, and that's why we're calling it unity. And large number of chapters from all over the world in recent years have started participating. The ask is only wherever you are on 2nd October. Normally it's a holiday in India, so it becomes easy. Otherwise, the closest weekend, if you can, walk, run, do a bicycle for 1, 5, 10. Some people like me do 42 kilometers of walking also through the night. So anybody interested in Pune, let me know. Or of course, Mumbai can do in various parts of the city as well. And then of course, different chapters have planned, other than those flagship events, small activities within their local chapters that you will soon announce. And in an ideal world, we want to organize 50 plus events through the year across these chapters. The general notion about alumni association is, okay, ye to event chalate, RUs. But not many of us know that, RUs, of course, are a very important part. It typically happens November, December, Jan, sometimes in Feb. But there are a whole bunch of new activities that many of us would not be aware of, that what actually AA does. There are these 4 new initiatives that we've started recently, and I'm going to talk about them. Then there are these 3 traditional, what I call impact initiatives that we do, that I'm going to speak sometime on. And then, of course, all of us are aware of reunions and other events that we do. Let's start with the new events that are lined up now. This is Lumina, and you can see, a huge table with that backdrop there. It's an initiative started by one of our alums, Anil Shirsagar. He passed out in 75. This event has been there since November 2025. Essentially, it is about supporting our alumna. The women alum all over the world. It's a special initiative for them. There are a whole bunch of activities that have already happened and are being planned over the years. This is not just a Silver Jubilee thing. It's a continuous activity that will happen. They already have signed up 450, and I don't know where 450 alumni would be there in the last this thing, but looks like, which the number basically means that there are large number of recent alumni who have signed up, because otherwise I can't imagine the number to be 450 in the last 45, 50 years of IIT. But that's a great start to, the beginning for this kind of activity, and variety of, online programs, webinars, in-person programs, etc., are being planned specifically for the women alumni. This is another new initiative thanks to the class of 1997, started off as a discussion of the legacy batch. And then Dhaval and Harshal have taken up this initiative. It's called a time bank. Essentially, it means that as alum, we sign up saying that, yeah, I'm ready to say, I'm just taking a number, 20 hours in the next 1 year to give for mentoring to anybody who needs mentoring. And who will need mentoring could be a fellow alum, could be existing student, or could be anybody else. And then the time bank basically they're trying to sort of do the matchmaking in terms of who you are, what is your expertise, what is that's the supply side, what is the demand side, and through a portal they'll match that. Yeah, so already some 137 alums have signed up for this, and we already have close to 3,000 hours of pledged kind of time that we will be given for mentoring support to any of the beneficiaries that are there. This is yet to kick off, but this again is a good start in terms of what we are trying to do. TEG, the Entrepreneurship Gyan, another huge initiative. Vaibhav Chaudhary, class of 2018. He is the EC member currently on our board. He largely these days is based out of somewhere in South America. But he has started this online initiative, and it has become a huge success in the last many, many years. 400, close to 5,000 people have attended these sessions, 30 odd events that he has done. And he's, not necessarily the speakers are alums, as you can see, but, there are alums and non-alums and a whole diverse range of topics, largely related to entrepreneurship, because that's what the entire program is. And this has really picked up very, very well in terms of traction. And, if you follow AA on social media, you should get information in terms of when is the next event, so on and so forth. And the other 4 new initiative is again started by Vaibhav. It is basically the executive education program. This is again part of what do we want to do in terms of professional development for alums. Variety of topics. Hot topic, of course, today is the AI. So it's like a 10-week masterclass on various topics that some of our alums actually conduct. This is a paid program for the alums as well. And there is some remuneration, or I would say honorarium, given to the faculty for their time. But this again has gained great traction. So again, you'll see if you're following AA on social media, you'll know what the topics are, and if you are interested, you can join in. There are these 3 social impact or impact projects that many of us know. Something like financial aid program. Essentially, as the name says, it's a peer-to-peer program to give financial assistance to needy alums and students. It has been going around for 19 years now. And last year, nearly 1.8 CR rupees was disbursed. 120 UGs and 400 odd PGs got benefited from it. And even 30 lakh worth of laptop assistance was given. This program has been running entirely funded by alums, and this has been going on for 19 years now. So this is again a huge impact project that we run. Benevolent Fund again has been running for 17 years now, essentially to take care of people who are unfortunately get into any kind of medical emergency for themselves or their immediate family members. We have a huge technical committee comprising doctors also, just to ensure that the cases are genuine and the aid that is asked for is valid. And as you can see, 8 cases, 44 lakh rupees was kind of supported. We still have some figures, amount left in terms of, but increasingly, as you can see, the numbers and the requirement has gone up. This is again a very unique program. I think started off by 95 batch or something like that. I'm not sure, but retired faculty wellness program for whatever, for our own faculty members who retired before 2004. We are offering insurance kind of plan for them, annual cover of 5 lakhs per annum per family. And currently there are 112 beneficiaries, faculty and their spouses. And then, some claims, 37 lakh close to claims were kind of settled through this program. So these are the 3 impact projects that we do. And then, of course, we have large number of events and RUs kind of thing. We have an annual, what we call CLM, chapter leadership meet, where various EC members from all the chapters all over the world, physically or online, attend this event. This time it was in Pune. And the entire discussion in terms of taking an update in terms of what's happening in the chapters, their expectations, our expectations, any concerns, issues, so on and so forth. Yeah, these are 2 different photos. Yeah. One is an iPhone, one is an Android. Yeah, well, that's a big debate. Yeah, whether this color is yellow or green. This is indoors, so with those yellow lights, so therefore it's yellow, otherwise it's green color. Okay. And then, of course, we've had variety of events, including like what we had today. Immediately after the AGM is Mumbai Alumni Connect. We had Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, and then, cultural programs. We had a special alumni event for the Shailesh Vijay Mehta School of Management alums separately. Sports events in different chapters. And then, 25, 30, 45, 50, 55, 60, all those reunions that happen in any case. Very interestingly, we've also started now reunion of our IAS, IPS, IRS kind of alums, specifically for them, and a specific reunion for PG students. As you could see even earlier, in the financial aid program, 100 UG students, but 414 PG students. The profile of IIT is changing. 37,000 degrees got given yesterday, 600 plus PhDs. Highest record for any IIT in India. I'm sure the director or the dean is going to talk about it in their presentations. I just stole their number here, but it came in the press, so I couldn't stop. So, and then, of course, there are these newsletters and, magazines that we come out with. There is a newsletter from us. There's a newsletter from HF. There's a newsletter from Dean ACR's office. Fundamatics as an initiative. And, of course, the annual report, which I'm sure all of us would have got and would go through. So that's it in terms of AA activities. We don't have much time right now in terms of questions, but I'm around. So if there's any more questions, happy to take it offline. Thank you. My one more thing, a final goodbye from me. I just stepped down as the chair of IA. My term gets over. So thank you very much. So this is my last AGM as the chair and as addressing. And I gladly hand it over to our next chair, which is Manish Vora. Unfortunately, he couldn't come. He's down with dengue. And he thought we'll be safer if he's not here. So only for today, only till his this thing. Otherwise, he takes charge from today. And all the best. And I'm glad that A is in safer hands and better hands. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kurlekar, for walking us through AA's activities and for your years of service. I would now like to invite Mr. Pratul Dubey, the auditor of IIT Bombay Alumni Association, to present the annual accounts.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present the accounts because Manish, who was supposed to present the accounts, is down with dengue. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Most welcome. So I'll pass on your questions to Manish and then we get an answer. Okay. Yeah. So this is in a nutshell the income and expenditure for the year 25-26 compared to 24-25. The income this year has dropped down a bit. Sorry. So the income from registration fees, donations, sponsorship fees has dropped down a bit this year. But the other donations have gone up and the interest on investments also are increased. So interest on projects, last time we had transferred all the interest from the projects to the project accounts, but the policy decision was taken by the board that all project funds are invested in mutual funds. So there is no interest on projects. Only the corpus is invested in FDs, the rest are all invested in mutual funds. We had income from sale of investment, that is the mutual funds, which was transferred to the various projects as invested by them. And the other income was basically the income tax refund and all that. So the total income was 2 crore 18 lakhs 97,000 as compared to 2 crore 54 in the previous year. Yeah. So the expenditure, the event expenditure, the major expenditure as given below. That is the event we incurred 1 crore 1 lakh, and employee expenses were marginally higher. We collect admin charges from the projects. So this year we collected 24.61 as compared to 39.75 last year, and admin expenses were lower. The total expenditure was 1 crore 81 lakhs as compared to 221. So if you see, the net surplus is higher because though the income has reduced, the expenditure also reduced. So we got a surplus of 37 lakhs 45,000 as compared to 32 lakhs 79,000 in the previous year. This is in a nutshell the balance sheet. The life membership fees has gone up from 7 crore 17 lakhs to 7 crore 88 lakhs. The general reserves has gone up because of the surplus during the year. The other reserves were there. We got a corpus donation of 21 lakhs during the year. And the project balances, there are various projects which it has come down because Project Evergreen, which was a big project, that ended. So the project balances are reduced. We'll come to the project balances separately. The current liabilities on the whatever relating to the Alumni Association as such was 24 lakhs, and the project's liabilities was 74 lakhs 75,000. The assets, these are the side of the asset. The non-current investments are basically the FDs for the corpus and the life membership fees, because that is what we have kept in FDs, not in mutual funds. The non-current investment in respect of projects, that is 7 crore 85 lakhs. This is of all the projects put together. If you can see what has come down because of the Project Evergreen, as I said, we utilized the money during the current year. So the investment has gone down. The bank balance is 1 crore 3 lakhs and of projects is 41 lakhs. The other current asset, basically advances and TDS and all that, is 18 lakh 95,000. So these are the project balances which I was talking about. Benevolent Fund has got this balance of 10 lakh 56,000, and financial aid program has got 2 crore 73 lakhs. Soneri Bagh, there's not much movement there. There's no movement there, in fact. Project Evergreen, as I told you, since the project ended, all the funds have been disbursed. Most of the payments have been made. So there is only this balance of 202. H5 refurbishment is also the same balance. So Ganesh Karnik Fund and all. So most of them are almost the same, except Project Evergreen has come down. And the new program, that is the Time Bank and the Alumni project, they have got new balances because last year they were introduced during the year 25-26. So this is all. If there are any questions, I'm here to address them. If you have any queries, any questions. Yes, sir. It is not going through the income and expenditure account. It is going through the balance sheet. The project account is maintained separately. So whatever collections we make are put in the project account. All the expenses from that project are debited to that project account. In the balance sheet, it is consolidated. In the income and expenditure, no, it is not consolidated. Because it is a separate project. It is not part of the routine. Some projects, are there for more than a year. Like Project Evergreen was for 2 years or 3 years. So we carried forward. Like FAP has been going on for the last 19 years. So whatever money we collect for the FAP is, credited to that account. And then whatever expenditure we make is made from that account only. No, we do account for all the project expenses also. In fact, for the projects, we also take admin charges. We recover admin charges because the alumni manages those projects. So we recover that. It is presented in the financial statements, but not routed through the income and expenditure account. It goes to the balance sheet. It is there on the balance sheet, yeah.
Comes there in the
Which
this one. Just go back. Just go back. Go back. In the income statement, expenses. There is some whatever. This 24 lakh. Who is reimbursed?
So when we are running these projects, like we are running Project Evergreen or FAP, we recover some admin charges from them.
Oh, okay.
Because the alumni manages that, the time of the staff is spent
Yes.
on the project. So we recover generally 5% of the expenditure. But in some projects, we take a lump sum. Like for Project Evergreen, we are charging them 15 lakhs per year. So that is recovered on a quarterly basis. From them.
Okay. That's good. That's very good.
Because that takes care of the expenditure of the
this one. And we are a Section 8, right? Or
we are Section 8 company, yes.
So the project account surplus to be taken care of over 5 years, all that is being managed.
That is done because we did that for Project Evergreen because that was a longer project. So we carried forward, and this year we have utilized everything.
So there is nothing now pending to be spent over 5 years.
I think Ganesh Karnik Fund, there is something to be spent, a small amount.
So
about 6 lakhs or so.
I see. So that surplus accounting
and for the purpose of income tax, we add all the project income and deduct the project expenses.
That's there. We'll have to add everything.
That we do that. So.
Because otherwise they will never know what you have spent and what you have been spending. Oh, so that is a separate tax statement you are spending.
Yeah, because for tax we have to give a separate audit report, so that way.
I see. Great. So I think it's well managed. Thank you.
So that's huge coming from Asha.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. We can take down the screen now. Thank you, Mr. Dubey, for walking us through the accounts and answering all the questions. Before this, Mr. Advait Kurlekar, he gave leadership updates. I would like to summarize them for the new people who have joined us. I would also request a smidge more silence Yes, can everyone please sit down and can we have some silence for the next speaker who would also be coming? I am okay with a little less silence, but for the others.
Guys, please stop. Keep 5 minutes. Come on.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. So, we express our sincere gratitude to our outgoing chairperson who has retired by rotation, Mr. Advait Kurlekar, for his dedicated service. At the same time, please join me in welcoming our newly appointed chairperson, Mr. Manish Vora, as you all know, who is not here. We also express our sincere gratitude to our outgoing directors who have retired by rotation, Mr. Sandeep Dhandade and Mr. Devendra Agrawal, for the dedicated service. At the same time, please join me in welcoming our newly appointed directors, Mr. Gajanan Gande and Mr. Ajay Kumar Kunnat. Over the next 3 years, they will take on the vital responsibility of steering our association ahead.
What a cool appointment. Can I have some? Yeah.
Okay.
And proposal? So you will make Sukumar Khana. Sukumar Khana.
And for the accounts as well, a proposer. And a seconder? Okay. Thank you. We also extend a very warm welcome to our newly appointed Executive Council members, Mr. Surendra Pal Singh Sodhi, Mr. Nikhil Kulkarni. Before we proceed with any other business, our senior alumnus, Mr. Arun David, would like to make a quick announcement. Please welcome him.
Thank you very much. I'm going to make this very brief. As some of you, not all, may know that I have had 2 parallel careers in my life. One as an engineer and into management of an industry. The second one as a musician in parallel. I have already sung 2 concerts at IIT Bombay at Powai. And I'm announcing today, with the permission of IIT Alumni Association, a 3rd concert which I will be singing on the coming Sunday, 30th of August. And of course, that will be at the campus, at the IDC at the campus. But those of you who are interested, would like to come, I just wanted to make this known to you. Not that everybody will be really motivated, particularly if they're not into classical music. This is Hindustani classical vocal music, by the way, to go all the way to Powai. But those who want to venture, please, I would suggest if you can send your phone number, then we will organize to get you the gate pass to go in. If you want to note, this phone number is the person who is organizing this is one Mr. Anushtup Bhattacharya, and the phone number that you can send a WhatsApp message to Mr. Anushtup Bhattacharya if you have an interest in coming, and his phone number is 70442 84290. I'll say it again. 70442 84290. And his name is Anushtup Bhattacharya. If you do that, then he will organize so that at the gate you just have to give your name and show. Shortly, I think in a couple of days, there will be a flyer that they are going to produce. And I will send the flyer also to those who are interested if you give me your phone numbers.
They display their digital cards also and they will be allowed inside.
All right. So here is the official news. If you display your digital card, that's alumni card. Yeah. So you want to listen to me? Come.
What time?
It's between 6 and 6:30 in the evening. It will start. And expected to last for about an hour and a half, maybe hour and 45 minutes. And this is on Sunday, 30th of August. I don't really know if it's going to be live streamed. The Alumni Association has to make that decision. And I have no idea really. Thank you. Yes, you have to. This is the number of Anushtup Bhattacharya. So message him, and then once he has your name and your phone number, he will leave it with the main gate, and then you just have to show that your phone number, and then they will be probably there. Okay. On the campus, yes, on the campus. And in case of any difficulty you face at the main gate, just call that number which I've given you, Anushtup Bhattacharya, and then he will right away instruct the gate to allow you in. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm sure many people from here would be joining. We now open the floor for any other business with the permission of the chair. Okay. If there is no new business, then we formally conclude the Silver Jubilee Annual General Meeting. Now, to kick off the Alumni Connect segment, which I know many are excited for, I now hand over the stage to Mr. Nitin Jain. Thank you.